Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. It is time. I don't know. I think I need a belt. Hold on. All right. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Lord, I don't know what is going on. Well, I do know. So I've been working out a little bit, kind of watching what I eat, although some days are better than others. And I have lost a little bit of weight. And so I noticed like this shirt used to be kind of tight and it's rather loose. My shorts are a little looser to where I had to wear a belt. And so I'm at the point where, and I did buy a little bit of clothes because the loft sale was on. That was like, I don't know, there was stuff like 50% off. And so a lot of the stuff I got was on sale and then additional 50% off. Super cute clothes that I can't wait to wear like on vacation. I can wear them to work too, but I always think right now is whatever I purchase, I want to be able to wear after I finish work. So I'm not purchasing anything that I couldn't wear afterwards. So that is my goal right now. So I'm not going to buy like dress pumps, or I haven't worn pumps in a long time though. I think like 5 years or so. I got rid of them. I knew I was like on the down end. And I was like, get rid of those. I haven't worn any of that. But I do have a few like kind of nice stuff. Anyway, we are here to talk about the Away Everywhere bag. And of course, if you saw my video last week on the Everywhere tote, I got it in navy. Yes, it's in navy. I'm very excited about this. Now I will tell you, I was going to actually send this back and get it in the green because I was considering getting the small bays carry-on, which is more like for international travel. So it's smaller than my bays luggage that I have. But I decided just forget it. Because it's not available in a navy, that particular piece of luggage. It's available, but I love the green that it comes in, and the green would be perfect, so it'll match. But I want to be able to interact with different things, so I want to be able to interchange different things. My thought is with that is that I could just get the black small bays, the black one, and then this has a black trim on it. Well, I could interchange any of the items with that. I just didn't want to have kind of this, well, I could. I mean, if I found a navy in the small bays carry-on, then I would probably get that one. Because in the future, like most of the stuff that I do when I travel, like when they say like some planes will not take the bays one because of the dimensions. But those are for planes like basically in Asia, Europe and stuff, where you're literally going to be taking those planes. And a lot of the planes I take are not those planes currently, and probably for a little while. Well, I can wait on that small carry-on until I'm really, really ready to actually use them. So basically, I'm not going to spend any money right now. I'm not going to spend any more money right now. That's it. I'm not going to spend any more money. When I started researching for a bag like this, I just wanted something that was a little more upscale, but I really didn't need a backpack for a trip or something. And I just wanted something really nice to be able to carry and travel with. Again, these are kind of investment pieces that are a little more expensive than some of the other ones you're going to find. I know there are some really nice ones on Amazon and things like that, but I just thought I'm going to get an investment piece, a couple of them, and then just roll with it. And I really like the way this one's designed. Now, a lot of people compare this one and the Nomad Lane bento bag. The reason I didn't go with the Nomad Lane bento bag was because it was a little heavier and it was a little larger. And I felt, and the way it lays out, it's almost like a suitcase. It opens up clamshell and you can kind of, you know, put things in. The zipper pockets and stuff on that, the functionality, the organization is actually really nice. But I felt the bigger the way it is and the way it's laid out, I felt that I could possibly put too much in it, and I want to limit myself in order for me to be able to carry it. So I'm not great at carrying some of these bags, just because of, you know, shoulder pain as you get a little older, and then, you know, maybe your back or whatever. So you want to be really careful on what actually you're carrying. So the beige weekender bag, that wasn't an option for me. It is way too heavy, it is way too bulky. The bottom is too structured, so you really can't fit it in anywhere really nicely. Even the mini, I feel. Oh, I felt I was going to look at something else. This came in as a good size, lightweight, and the functionality of it is really, really nice. I think there's maybe a couple things that I don't care for this, and almost the same as with the tote, it doesn't have the feet on it, which I wish it did. And then the other thing is I'm going to show you is I feel this front zipper pocket, like on the tote, it's like it's all the way past the handle marks or handles where it's sewn together here. It comes like over here and over here, so it's nice and wide. And this one, it's very short, it's just right here, and it's kind of hard to get with the zipper and stuff and put your stuff in there. It does make it a little easier just to keep it to where you're just putting your wallet and your passport, which is what my plan is to use for the tote. So it's not a total deal breaker, but it would be nicer if it was a little bit bigger just to have options to put other things in it, or other, like if I wanted to put my, you know, boarding passes or other documentation or stuff like that. But I have a workaround for that, and I'm going to show you what that is. So let me show you a little bit about this bag. First, it's not filled in, so I'm going to show you how it looks once I fill it in. Of course, we're going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you up close, and I'm going to pack it with, of course, all the things, kind of what I did with the tote bag, so you can see how this one works. And let me give you the dimension. Okay, well, let's start with the dimensions, and it's 16.3, 10.2, and 7.3 wide. Now, if you remember, the tote is, I believe it was a little wider, like 16.7, and it was a little taller. It was 12 inches, so 2 inches taller, and it was a little wider, so probably like a half an inch wider, maybe 3/4 wider. And again, I mentioned that the pocket is a little bit different, and I'll show you. You can see this one goes all the way past the straps, and this one goes just within the straps, so from here to here, and that's it. So again, I wish it went a little bit wider over here all the way, but just because it's hard to get your hand in and out. But let me show you it first without anything in it, so you can kind of get an idea. I'm sure you've looked at other videos. If you've rolled past this one, you're probably just researching to see what each person likes and doesn't like about it, and how it's used with different people. So this is considered a water bottle pocket. I cannot put my large bottle in here very well. It takes a little bit of work, but I can put my smaller one in, which is the one I actually do travel with. I don't really take this one. I only take this one when I am going to work, which I forgot to show that in my last video, but anyway, I do throw this in. And then it has a slip pocket here. This is what I like about this. It's a lot of organization. Slip pocket, and then it has 2 slip pockets over here. Whoops, 2 slip pockets here, regular ones. The one on this side next to the mesh one is actually really wide, and these are not, they're smaller, I would say. Then you have a really nice, generous zipper area here. What I like also about this is that it does open really wide. So it has these mesh, or not the mesh, but like this fabric here that makes it to where when the zipper goes down, it doesn't flop all the way over. However, when you do put it on your luggage, which I'll show you when you open it, it will just open this way, and that way your laptop is on the side. So they've thought about that, so your laptop isn't on this side pulling it down, which could pull your luggage down. Well, that's it inside. And then this zipper pocket is strictly for your electronics, and it has a padded area here, but it also has this little slip pocket here for maybe other things. So this is actually really nice organizational items here. This is what I love about this one. Again, it has the trolley sleeve on the bottom. It does not have the extra zipper, but I think that's okay based on how this one is laid out. It does come with the crossbody strap. So it clips here and then on the opposite side on this side, and it does come with a luggage tag. I did get another luggage tag that is personalized, it's embroidered, and I have that on my suitcase. Anyway, so let's see how I'm going to pack that. Of course, if you saw my video last week, you'll know that I put everything in here, and I'm wearing the same clothes. So I have my little toiletry bag, and I'll show it again. So I use the trip travel gear, and this is it. And then I actually put my makeup in here. It worked out really well. I shared that in my last video, just to put my makeup inside here, zip it up. I don't take as much makeup as people probably think I do. I think I take well strategic items that work well for me. Okay, well there's that. Now I will tell you, I think I figured this out. On the tote one, I figured it out to where I put things that I pull out on this side when it zips up, but this zips both ways. And then I have my little pouch with my power bank and headphones and charger, earplugs, whatever I need goes in there. And I always pack those. Now this is good enough to where it'll stand up like this, which I like, because once you start doing this and start stacking stuff on top, oh my gosh, then you have to dig, and I don't like digging. Now, anything vertical works for me. There's a liquids bag. This isn't the liquids bag that I would use. This is the liquids bag that I'm storing stuff in right now. But I figured it's the largest, so you can actually see you could fit quite a bit. And then I put my first aid kit, medicine, whatever. And then I have my double eyeglass case. It has to go in there. I have my lotion and my Kleenex that will go in a slip pocket or two. Like that over there. And then I do all my antibacterial stuff. It goes in the zipper pocket. I know where it's at. It goes in the zipper pocket. I know some people like to do different things, but that's where it goes for me. I also put in my makeup brushes. I will tell you, if anything gets lost, I do not want to have to replace my makeup, my hygiene, or my makeup stuff. And because those are the most expensive things. I can pick up cheap stuff, but I cannot pick up some cheap makeup. But my brushes are probably they're more expensive. And then my iPad's going to go in this one. My Kindle is actually going to go in this little slip pocket here. And my phone is going to go in this slip pocket here. So as you can see, this actually keeps it from going all the way to the bottom, and I can put them both in there. I like that. I like that a lot. And then that can get zipped up. And then I see what I was going to do now. Okay. Actually, it switches, because the stuff that I'm going to get out during the plane ride is actually going to be over here. And the reason is because the zipper, if I want to get my iPad out, is over here. So I would just pull it out, unzip it, and then zip it back up. So this is how it'll be stuffed into the underneath the seat. Okay, all that. And then my jewelry case. So in this larger slip pocket, I can put my jewelry case. And then I can put my little water bottle in here, which I don't have with me right now. But I'll just put, I have these little bottles, and I'll just put that in there just so there's something in there. All right. Okay, so there's that. And then just zip it up. When you zip it all the way to the bottom, and then you kind of, all right, zip it up. There we go. There's that. And now I'm going to get my little wallet and my passport. I'm going to shove it down in here now. I wanted to do this because because then you can see exactly how tight it can get when it's full, and then pulling this zipper closed. Which can be a pain in the butt. That's the reason I feel like they should have widened this as much as the tote one. That way it's going to be easier to get your hand in because it's so narrow, especially if you have a large hand. I have a small hand. If you have a large hand, it's going to be rather difficult once it's filled up. That's why I wanted to do that one last, just so you can see a visual on that. Oh, this is how it is. Okay, let me turn this around. This is how full it is. It's all the way full. And I'm going to show you what this looks like on. Every time I have to do that, I have to like adjust the tripod and adjust this and adjust that. So anyway, now I don't care for the handles. They're not long enough. I wish they were like a 12-inch drop. I know they don't put those a lot on this, but people need to think about things like that. I will tell you the Bay's East-West tote, which is larger. It's too large for me, but that has a small handle and then it has a larger handle. If that just had the larger handle, probably be great, but it's too large in a sense where I know I would like put too much stuff in it. Okay. So anyway, what I'm saying is that you can carry it. I don't know if you can't really see it like that, but carry it. But it's really difficult to do this. Like it's just going to fall off. It doesn't stay. That's what I'm saying. They really need to think like stuff like that. But I know they do give you the strap. So what I did is I made the strap about a 12-inch drop. Okay. Maybe it's longer than a 12-inch drop. But you can see, that one works out pretty well. And then you can make it longer to do a crossbody, which I guess I shouldn't have done that. Okay, let me make it longer. All right, here we go. All right, it has a really nice padded thing. I really do like this. It doesn't make it as bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you could do it like this. More than likely, it's going to go on a suitcase. So let me show you that. So I haven't done a review on this because, well, I haven't used it yet. I did a little TikTok video on it, but it's my Bay's carry-on, and it pretty matches. I really do like that. Okay, so there's that. And what I like about this is that you do open it all the way, like get your liquids out, or if you were sitting in for a very long time at the airport, which we've all had happen, you could easily just do this and it's not gonna, like all your stuff isn't gonna fall out. And I don't have anything in the suitcase and it's still holding it up. I think because the weight is where your electronics are back here. What I like about this is that I can easily find my electronics, and I think that's one of the biggest things, is I'm constantly looking for my phone. And knowing that I don't have to open any of this, or it's not shoved in this little tiny pocket here, I know I can just pull it out right here. But I can put it back in for when I am going through TSA, like everything is like enclosed. You really don't have to take out that. You usually have to take out your, iPad, laptop, whatever, but your phone and stuff you don't. So I can keep that all like really secure. Well, it's not in a bin like free there, but I can keep it enclosed in here. That's what I really like about it. I can get my liquids out easy right here, and then just zip it back up. So that is the Away Everywhere bag. If you have a question about this bag, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll be happy to answer it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.